Hello there, Running It's Manny, and I am at Disney. So this is Pop Century. You can see the rain back behind me. It is raining. So I just wanted to go over before I forget in my mind what went on yesterday during registration for the Princess Half Marathon. Again, I hope to God that most of you got in. I know it's hard for everybody, but guys, I really do hope all of you got in. And if not the race that you wanted, but something in there, it's a great experience. But let's go over what happened. So first off, I thought it was interesting is the queue opened up about 15 minutes early. And that's what I call the spinning queue. So that opened up about 15 minutes early. There was nothing there. There was no time, no anything. So that was part one. So the queue did open up approximately 10 o'clock Eastern time, and it said more than an hour. And guys, I'm in the same boat you guys are in. So it's not as if I have this special magical tablet that all of a sudden gets me in right away. I got to see what you guys were doing. I was interacting with some of you guys on Facebook Messenger, via text, whatever it was. I was interacting, so I got to see everything that was going on. And yes, for a lot of us, it did say over 1 hour. It seemed to come down faster for some. Did not come down as fast for others. So I do know a couple of you missed the runs that you wanted to. Again, I've been messaging you guys on Facebook Messenger that it's Telegram. If you go to Telegram and just put Run Disney availability, it'll come up. Set notifications. Now, when they open up these runs, for example, the 10K has been opening up today. Only 1 or 2 open up at a time. So, guys, you have to be fast. And if you get in there, you can get in there, but it'll prompt you to register. And if you register and you can get in there in time and register, you're in. So that's great. But guys, I think it's going to go on and off for the next while for Princess Half Marathon. But again, Telegram is the app. And go to Run Disney availability. And if you have any questions, just go to the Facebook page. In the Messenger, I have put all that information down. So guys, I really do think it just seemed to be slower this time. For example, nothing really sold out for the first hour. And because of the current history, I thought that stuff would sell out. Now, just remember this. The 5K, it's on its own. And then you have the 10K and the half. You can get them individually or you can get them as part of the challenge. And so those have to be split. So it was funky that the 10K, it sold out first, but it makes sense. Challenge 5K was next, and then the challenge, because remember they got to split the 10Ks in between the individual people that are going to run it, and then the challenge people are going to run it. So if they have 10,000, I'm just throwing that number out. That's not the amount. That's not the exact amount. But let's say, for argument's sake, for this example's sake, they put 5,000 down for the actual 10K, and then they put 5,000 down for the challenge guys. So, again, that makes sense of why that 10K sold out a little bit faster. 5K came out right afterward. 5K is very popular because it's not timed, guys. So 16-minute mile goes out the window. You don't have to worry about it. So that's something that that people like, and so they sign up for the 5K. And of course, anyone 5-year-old or older can sign up. So there are some things that Disney has to answer for, and one of the big ones that I saw, somebody that is a friend of the channel, so thank you for watching, came out and said they had actually tried to register, and it told them that they were not in when they went back to register for the half, because the half was still open. It told them that they were already registered, and so they couldn't get in. And that made no sense. And I've been communicating with that person. They verified that they didn't get into either or, but that didn't make sense to me. I think that's a computer glitch. That's something that Disney has to work on to fix. Right now, it doesn't feel any better because the person didn't get in, and I feel so bad for that person. But guys, this is the kind of stuff that I communicate to Run Disney, and I hope that they fix. Fortunately, glitches pop up here and there. I just always wish that I didn't know anybody who was involved in it. And again, it doesn't even make it any better if I don't know the person. I just don't feel as bad because I'm trying to help you guys out as much as I can. The second point that came to mind was somebody who had a legitimate point, because there's the reason that I put this channel up, and I've said this over and over again, is to get the information out there, the real information, not anything that, there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of myths out there. And I'm going to do a video about that very, very soon. So, but guys, a lady had signed up, if I read correctly, she had signed up for the challenge because people have been saying that the challenge includes the 5K. So she thought she had the half, the 10K, and the 5K. So she went on to sign up her 5-year-old child for the 5K, thinking they're going to run together. So later on, she realized that it did not include the 5K. So that I think was really harsh. I really do feel bad for her, because there's no way you're going to let a 5-year-old run a 5K by themselves. And so I told her, and if you guys see her online, tell her to contact Disney. I do not believe they're going to let her just go with just a 5-year-old signed up for the 5K by herself. So that they're not going to let her go. I have a gut feeling they're either going to reimburse her the money, or they're going to get the mother in. But guys, this is the kind of stuff that, we have to look out for. And guys, yes, and I've said it before, I said it right before, and I'll say it again. The challenges do not include the 5K. There is only 2 exceptions. And as of now, Springtime Surprise does include the 5K. That can change in time. And of course, the Dopey. And that's the only 2 right now that include the 5K. So guys, so when people go out there, if you're in doubt, you don't even have to listen to me. Go to the Run Disney page. Go to the challenge page, and you will see there. You can read it. This is what it includes, and it'll show you there. And it does not say, one of the things it doesn't say is this does not include the 5K. And I wish they would say that, so that way it would, it would stop with some of the confusion, because a lot of people out there going like, oh yeah, and I ran the Springtime Surprise and that included the 5K, the challenge. So people assume that it's, that this one does too. So that one I feel for, but again, I plead with her, if she's watching the channel, or if you guys see her, just make sure that she contacts Run Disney. It may be a while, but I think they're gonna. Well, I'm sure they're gonna fix that one. That's not something that's normal, and I don't think they're gonna let a 5-year-old run by herself. Brings me to my next point. One of the things that I really, really found out is that once you enter the queue and you register, you have 10 minutes, 10 total minutes to go back in, register for a second race. That I knew. I didn't know the time that you had, the time that was allotted, because when I tried to get back in to help somebody else register, it had been 15 minutes, and so it basically said you can't anymore. So it threw me back into the queue, so now I had to wait over an hour. But guys, this is hint and a half. If you guys get in and you're going to have access to different races. Now, it does not mean that those races might not sell out while you're in that queue. But so in that time limit, that's 10 minutes, you can go back in there and I can add my mom, I can add my dad, I can add my sister, I can add, if those races are open, I can do that. I can add myself for a 5K after I've done the challenge. So guys, that's good to know. Keep that in your back pocket for future signups, because we do have Springtime Surprise coming in 2 months. August 22nd is coming, and it's going to be hectic. I'll do a video on that one also. Guys, now I turn it over to you guys. What did you think about the registration? I know a lot of people said it was nerve-wracking, but did you get what you wanted? If not, do you have a contingency plan? What did you do? Did you go to another race? Are you going to get on Telegram and try to get in that way? There's a lot of things out there, so I hope to God that You guys eventually will get to run Disney events, no, and the runs that you want to. But without further ado, I'm just going to say this because I am actually here and I'm going to do the after party, the after hours event. And actually I just hear a ding. So that means Telegram is active because that's what I have the dings for right now. So which means, they are going to be selling some more entries. So guys, without further ado, guys, create a magical day, create a magical run, and guys, see you sooner than later.